So hello everyone, welcome back to another video, and I haven't uploaded in a while, and I just like to say, I know I've been uploading memes lately. I had school just recently started, so I can't make the videos like I used to, like really in depth. I'm going to try to keep uploads consecutive. I'm going to try to go a whole week consecutive uploads, or every other day at least. I want to try to get some good uploads out there, because I actually like to take time and edit them well. But yeah, I just haven't had the time with school mainly. But yeah, today I'm going to be making a video. It's not going to be a JoJo video, I'm sorry. I'd like to really kind of like open up what I do on this channel to other things. Like, I want to look at One Piece, which I'm doing today, and I do want to look at some Jujutsu Kaisen because it is easily one of my favorite new anime slash manga that has come out. But anyways, yeah, let's just get right into the video. So anyways, what's up boys? Welcome back to another video. And today I'm actually going to be doing an unpopular opinion on One Piece, which is about the Thriller Bark arc. And this arc gets so much hate, and I do not like that. Thriller Bark is easily one of my favorite arcs in One Piece. Definitely top 10. I just like it a lot, and today I'm going to explain why I like it so much and why I think it is underrated compared to some of the other arcs. And also, I do think I know why it gets so much hate, and that's because of the villain Gecko Moria. But I do not, I don't mind him personally, but I do not think that should be the only thing that people take away from this arc, because this arc, I just love it so much. I think it's really topical for Halloween coming up very soon. But anyways, let's just get right into it. So first off, a highlight of the arc, I think everyone loves this part, is the introduction of Brook, who is easily one of my favorite Straw Hats. I'm kind of sad he doesn't do too much anymore. Last big thing he did was on Whole Cake Island, but he's getting a bit of, I'm hoping he does some cool stuff in Wano, because I like Brook a lot. But yeah, Brook was introduced, and Brook is easily one of the funniest Straw Hat members. I think he's easily, definitely top 5 Straw Hats. My favorite is easily Sanji, though, but I do think Brook was a great addition, and it was really nice to see him, and I don't know, I just love Brook. Next off, this is probably more personal about Thriller Bark, but I love the vibe that Thriller Bark gives off. Halloween is easily one of my favorite holidays in terms of just how it feels, and Thriller Bark gives out like the perfect feel of it. And also, Thriller Bark was kind of like the peak of my One Piece when I liked One Piece. I remember I'd always read it, and it was really nice to read, and it just brings back a lot of memories, and I just have something for it. I always enjoy Thriller Bark, and yeah, I just love the Halloweeny vibe. It just feels really cool, and I just think it's a great arc in that matter. Another thing I cannot not mention is the comedy in Thriller Bark. It's so funny, like, half the time in Thriller Bark acts like every single person he meets to join his crew. Another thing I really like about the Thriller Bark arc is the fights they have in it itself. I think some of the fights that are featured in the Thriller Bark arc, especially the ones between the Straw Hats and the zombies, are just so fun and they're so interesting. And I just remember especially, like, the ones with Brook, like, getting back the shadows was always, like, super interesting concept for me. And also, I love the idea of Luffy in that form he used. I forgot what it's called. It's been a while since I read Thriller Bark. I'm probably going to be rereading it. But anyways, I really like the form that Luffy uses. It reminds me of Gear 4th a lot, and I think that's probably what inspired a lot of Gear 4th. Another great part of the Thriller Bark arc was the Nothing Happened panel slash scene. It's one of the most famous One Piece quotes and just scenes in history. The picture of Zoro with his arms crossed, bleeding, saying nothing happened. It hits really hard after he fought Kuma, and I think it honestly is just easily one of my favorite parts of Thriller Bark. It's very influential in One Piece, and easily one of the most famous lines to ever have been said in One Piece. Now getting a bit more into an unpopular opinion about Thriller Bark arc is I actually don't mind Gecko Moria as a villain. He's by no means my favorite villain, but I actually don't dislike him. I think he's kind of a fun villain. He's pretty funny. His design's iffy, but I don't mind him. I don't think that really brings much down from the arc, especially because he wasn't like the main focused villain in the arc. I think Ors was definitely a huge one, and I actually love Ors, and I think just the whole Straw Hats versus Ors is a really cool moment. And yeah, I just don't really mind Gecko Moria. I actually kind of like him. Another thing I like about the arc is the whole zombies. I think Gecko Moria's Devil Fruit is actually a very interesting one. I think the whole shadows, zombies concept is a really interesting one that they explored. And I think it's kind of cool to see the fake Straw Hats and see the Straw Hats try to fight them off, which I think is always one of the best parts. Now, going into the parts people don't like about it, I definitely know why. I think there are two big reasons the Thriller Bark arc is never like highly remembered, and why some people just don't like it. Starting off with a popular one is Gecko Moria. A lot of people just don't like Gecko Moria. I can see why, I guess, but I mean, people just don't like Gecko Moria, and since he was the main villain of the arc, even though he wasn't the only main focused villain in the arc, I can see why people don't like it, but I don't think that should be the reason you hate Thriller Bark. You can, but I think you gotta also look at the other great things that happened in this arc. Also, this arc is sandwiched in between two of the best arcs in One Piece, most highly regarded, even though they aren't my #1 picks. The two arcs that are very highly regarded in the One Piece community, being the Enies Lobby / Water 7 and the Impel Down and the whole Paramount War arc. Those are two of the easily the most well-regarded arcs of One Piece, and Thriller Bark just happens to be right in between it. Well, I mean, no, it's also before Sabaody. Sabaady's the next one, where you get introduced to all the main things, but then that's kind of getting into the war territory, and right before time skip, so Thriller Bark does not have the hype around it that the others do, which I think it kind of tones it down. So anyways, that's where I think I'm going to be leaving things off for this video. I know it might be a bit shorter than the others, but I don't really have a ton of time to be making content with school, but I'm going to try to upload as much as I can this week. I'm going to try to do every other day, or every day. I'm at least going to try to do one every other day, and get 3 videos out at least this week. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoy more content focused on One Piece. Tell me other like anime / manga recommendations you have for me, and I'll definitely talk about them in a video. Or if I've already seen it, I'll talk about that. But the 3 I really want to start talking about is One Piece, Jujutsu Kaisen, and Hunter x Hunter. And I guess The Promised Neverland, I like that quite a bit. But yeah, definitely give me suggestions on what you guys would like to hear me talk about. If you like hearing me talk about other things that's not JoJo related. No, I'm not going to be completely removing JoJo content from the channel, just to say that. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next one.